word design can be a little funny at times. It could have different interpretations depending on the scenario. When you hear the phrase, "That's a great design," would you know exactly what your interlocutor meant by that? It could mean aesthetics, functions, or even both. To give a much deeper meaning to the word design, let's put it this way. Design is about giving meaning to something. It is all about creating an everlasting experience. Design is something more than aesthetics, and most certainly it has many notches above the planning function. That is exactly why the concept of design transcends a single discipline. It can be applied to web, mobile, software, fashion, industrial, interior, and everything else. In the world where anything could be built, it is a matter of understanding whether it really should be built. That is design. Design is something that elevates the lives and lifestyle of people. Design changes what is into what ought to be. Design is the way to build a better and beautiful world. However, what we need to keep in mind is the fact that everything is designed, but few things are designed well. Design is so simple, and that's what makes it so complicated.
We saw a range of products made of bamboo, cane, and rattan created by extremely creative craftsmen at Wewaldeniya and Wewaldeniya.
මගේ නම සමන් ජයලත් මීට පෙර අවුරුදු 25කට පෙර මම ඉතා සුළුවෙන් පටන් ගත්ත වේල් කර්මාන්තය ඉතා සාර්ථකව කරගෙන යනවා. දැනට මම ගාව 7 දෙනෙක් සේවය කරනවා. ඒකත් හරි සතුටින් සේවය කරනවා. ඉතින් සාර්ථකව මේ කර්මාන්තය කරගෙන යනවා. පරිසර හිතකාමී ඇතුන් බැලුවොත් ඒ වේල ඇත්තටම ගොඩක් මිනිසාටත් හිත කරයි පරිසරයටත් හිත කරයි.
All those items are very much pleasing to the human eye because cane and bamboo items remind us of nature, our natural environment through its color, its shapes, and the decorative motifs that are borrowed or that are abstracted from natural forms. These environmental friendly designs that are unique to these products keep us attached or rather bound to the nature, so that it gives us a feeling that we are not separated from nature, from our surrounding world.
අපිට මුලින්ම පටන් ගන්න තියෙන මේවල කපා ගැනීම. මේකෙන් කැලේ ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා ඒකත් ලොකු වර්ගයක් කලි කොටි වලස්සු ඉන්න කැලෑවල තමයි ඇත්තටම මේවල තියෙන්නේ. ඒ ගාල්ලේ කපලා ඊට පස්සේ ආයි කියන්නේ අවුවේ දාලා වේලා ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ වේලාගෙනත් ආයි ඉතින් ඒකයි මිටි බැඳලා පිටියා ගන්න ඕනේ. සත්තුන්ගෙන් පරිස්සම් කර ගන්න ඕනේ. කියන්නේ කෘමි සත්තු ඔකට එකක් එන්න බලනවා. ඒ වෙනුත් පරිස්සම් කළා තමයි ඉතින් අපි ওই භාණ්ඩයක් නිෂ්පාදනය කරන්න වේවල ගන්න.
This is very much needed for us who live very hectic lives today under tremendous stress, surrounded by concrete and glass structures and controlled by machines and our own busy schedules. Craftsmen in Sri Lanka use the single word Wewal to call both rattan and cane. The Wewal is the thicker variety, which is of 2 to 3 centimeters in diameter, and Wewal is the thinner variety, which is about 5 to 10 millimeters in diameter. The thinner variety is used either as it is or is splintered into small strips for weaving purposes. Using the two varieties, craftsmen create or produce a range of items which includes furniture, household items or decorative items. Cane and rattan are naturally grown in Sri Lanka, almost everywhere in Sri Lanka. It is quite possible that artists or craftsmen from very ancient times have made use of them to produce various kinds of goods. Unfortunately, there are no archaeological or historical data or any form of evidence to discern the exact antiquity or the use in ancient times of this material. According to Ananda Kumaraswamy, cane and rattan has been used at least during the Kandyan period. Kandyan craftsmen have made different kinds of baskets such as the kude or kudaya for moving materials, or the item called the kurini pettiya, which was used to carry food or various kinds of grains. He further mentions that cane has been used as ropes as well. It is therefore possible to assume that cane and rattan had been used by Sri Lankan craftsmen to create various kinds of objects from the ancient times. As I said before, historical sources do not provide us with much information about rattan or cane work used in the ancient period. Therefore, there's little difficulty about making any interpretation about the cultural values of cane products. So our knowledge about the cultural aspects of cane products or cane craft is limited to all what Ananda Kumaraswamy has said about the use of cane during the Kandyan period. Departments for public works that served the royal palace of the Kandyan kings. The 9th such department was called Handa Badda, which is a part of this gamut of 14 public works departments. He says that the royal duty of 6 families that lived in the Hatara Korale was to provide the royal palace with items made of rattan or cane. He mentioned some of the items they made. They were couches, chairs, and baskets of various forms for the use of the royal palace. Kumaraswamy says that at the time of appointment of Adhikarams, the king used to hand over as a symbol of rank and power a cane with a bent top and decorated with lacquerwork, beautiful, colorful lacquerwork, and fixed with a silver rim or a ferrule. He further says that the last king of Kandy made a difference by placing the entire decorated silver cane inside the beautifully carved silver case to those two officers. Tools used for cane crafting are very simple. They do not differ very much from those of the carpenters. The most commonly used tools were the hammer, the mallet, hand saw, chisels of varying sizes, and the blow lamp. The production process of cane craft differs from item to item. If it is a piece of furniture, then the framework has to be used using the thick rattan. When the framework is made, the Wewel had to be bent. The bending was done by using the blow lamp. The blow lamp was used to heat the Wewel, the cane. When it reaches a certain temperature, the craftsman knows how to bend the Wewel. After it reaches a certain temperature, the rattan is bent by hand and left to cool. Once it's cooled enough, the bending gets permanent.
මෙතන ඇත්තටම පෙළන් තියෙන ඔක්කොම අත්කම් බාන්න අතින් කරනවා තමයි තියෙන්නේ. මැෂින් අපි මුකුත් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඔක්කොම අතින්මයි කරන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒ අතින් අර අත්කම් බාන්න කිනිසන් ගොඩක් වටිනාකමක් තියෙන අතින් හදන දේ නිසා. ලෝකේ නම් මං හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් මැෂින් තමයි භාවිත කරන්නේ. අපි ඔක්කොම තාම නම් අතින් තමයි හැමදේම නිෂ්පාදනය කරන්නේ. දැන් අපි ලොකු ඕඩරයක් බාරගත්ත එකේ මොකද හරි ආයතනෙන් දුන්නොත් ඒක කරගන්න අමාරු තත්ත්වයක් තියෙන්නේ පුහුණු ශ්‍රමිකයෝ ගොඩක්ම අඩුයි. හෝටල් ආශ්‍රිත තමයි අපිට ගොඩක් කලවිය තියෙන්නේ. ගොඩක් ලෑම්ප් සෙට් වර්ග, බාස්කට් වර්ග හෝටල් වලින් තමයි ගොඩක් ඕඩර් අපිට ලැබෙන්නේ. එක එක්කෙනා විවිධාකාර මොස්තර නිෂ්පාදනය කියන්නේ කට්ටියන්ගේ එක එක හැකියාවන් තියෙනවා. පෙලක් කට්ටියන්ගේ තියෙනවා ලෑම්ප් සෙට් වර්ග ඉතාම හොඳ අලුත් නිර්මාණ තියෙන කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. පුටු වර්ග අලුත් නිර්මාණ කරන්න පුළුවන් කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. විවිධ දේවල් විවිධ මේ නිෂ්පාදනය කිරීමේ හැකියාව තියෙනවා. අපි ගා වැඩ කරන හැම කෙනෙකුම.
When the framework is made of timber, the timber parts were covered by cane weaving. Cane items are normally not painted. They did not want to cover it with artificial paint. Instead, they were applied with a colorless resin that gives a very glossy appearance to it. So it allows people to see the original color of the cane. Cane craftsmen nowadays are very innovative. They do not try to adhere to any conventional or traditional forms. The reason is that mostly they make items for present day use. So they have created hundreds of new forms that enhance the present market value of their products. The reason is that they create these things for the current market. Cane products are made by hand, mostly by hand. The use of machinery is either absent or very minimal. As a result, most of the cane products get this handmade, very unique handmade beauty. As the articles are made by hand, those articles always carry handprint or a fingerprint of the craft, which is a very unique thing. People-to-people connection that bonds people with each other and communities with each other. It is this connection that creates stronger communities and strong societies, which is a very necessary thing for the 21st century. This is the beauty of handmade arts and crafts, and the beauty of such crafts contributes to the well-being of the humankind.